Hello, great souls. Welcome to Awaken Ready Yoga. Let's take a moment to center ourselves to begin our practice today. So sitting in a comfortable seat with the spine lifted and lengthened and shoulders relaxed down from the ears. If it's comfortable, turning the hands upward in a receptive position. Closing the eyes and lifting the inward gaze up toward the forehead to the point between the eyebrows, without any sense of strain, just a gentle upward gaze, guiding the energy to rise. Take some deep, full breaths in and out. As you breathe, feel yourself consciously welcoming the flow of divine energy. Yogananda said that we live in a sea of cosmic conscious energy. Life force, prana, carries an intelligence, a consciousness, a divine awareness, knowing just where to go in the body for healing and renewal. So as you breathe, feel yourself welcoming a shower of blessings, a shower of grace. Now we come to the practice of yoga. Feel yourself coming to your practice today, awake and ready, open and receptive to this divine grace. Another deep, full breath in and out. Let's bring our palms together to the heart center, honoring that spark of divinity within yourself, within all beings, with Namaste. Namaste. Okay, let's come on to our hands and knees in tabletop position, and we'll warm up the body a little bit. So in tabletop position, we come into cat-cow, arching the spine on the exhale and swaying the spine on the inhale. Finding your own sense of rhythm and pace, arching and swaying. The hands can be moved a little further away from the shoulders to take pressure off the wrists if you like. And just noticing how the body feels as you stretch and move today. Guide that prana and life force in by welcoming it. Visualize the prana within the breath, within the body. Very nice. Let's bring our right foot forward. Undo this guy. And our left leg back. We'll come into low lunge. The hands can rest on the thighs. They can rest at your hips, or they can come above you. Lift and lengthening, reach through the fingertips. Visualize yourself aligning your consciousness, your energy with divine energy. The affirmation for warrior pose is, I attune my will to the source of all power. This is modified warrior. Just feel yourself, the very beginning of your practice, aligning your consciousness with divine consciousness. Inhale, exhale, arms down. Then extend the right leg, flex the foot. Nice stretch on the back of the leg. Your spine can stay fairly neutral, or you can inhale, exhale forward. The hands can slide down the leg, or you can bring them down to the floor if you like. Just a few deep breaths, opening up the body with stretching gently, just releasing tension. Very nice. And then we'll go to the other side. So find that stretch. that feels right. Hands here or above you. Again, the gaze of the eyes is lifted. And the shoulders are relaxed down just a little bit from the ears, so not up towards the ears. I attune my will to the source of all power. Breathing into this affirmation, just sense your own ability to align yourself with the power of the universe. I attune my will to the source of all power. We'll inhale, exhale, arms down, extend, flexing that left foot now, lift and lengthen. And you can exhale, come forward just a little bit, keeping the spine lengthened as you stretch, primarily focusing on the back of the leg, those muscles there as you breathe. With each breath, a sense of releasing any tension you feel. Just a few more deep breaths. Very nice. Inhale up. Exhale. Let's come into tabletop and bring the heels back towards the buttocks. We'll come into extended child. So the arms will go out in front. And you'll release the forehead towards the floor. Take your time. The affirmation as I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. Breathing deeply, I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. Inhale, bring yourself back up to neutral. We'll do a gentle opening of the back for backward bend so the hands come behind you. And lift your heart towards the sky. This is modified Ustrasana, the camel pose. The affirmation is, with calm faith I open to thy light. Feel yourself lifting your heart upward, opening the heart center, welcoming the flood of divine light and energy. A great sense of faith that this light and this energy is here. All we need to do is open ourselves to receive it. With calm faith I open to thy light. Very nice. You can come back to neutral and bring yourself down a little bit further. This is Supta Vajrasana, not complete Supta, where we'd be lying on the floor unless that's natural for your body, but just a little bit deeper. I bring my chin just a bit towards the chest to open. And then let's come back up to neutral. We'll come into tabletop position. And from here, we'll come into plank pose. Looking down towards the floor. Take some deep, full breaths in and out. Feel the strength and stability of your body. And just kind of check in with yourself. How long do you feel like you could hold plank comfortably? Part of what we practice in yoga is finding our edge, that place that feels like a limit, and just kind of not going beyond it. Now we'll come up into downward facing dog unless the body opens to that. So we don't push beyond the limit. We become aware of it. We breathe with awareness, noticing it. And then see if the body naturally, just incrementally, begins to move beyond it. Nice deep breaths in and out here. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Calmness radiates From every fiber of my being, calmness radiates. From every fiber of my being. Inhale, walk the feet towards the hands towards the feet. Bring yourself up into standing. We'll come onto Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Lift and lengthen through the crown of your head, closing the eyes. See if you can sense energy rising through the body. Gentle flow of energy awakening within you. An increase of energy flowing to you. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Very nice. Let's come into Warrior Two now. So we're going to bring the feet into a wide stance. We'll turn the left foot out. We'll be bending the knees, so you want to make sure it's going in the direction of your toes. Look down to see that the heel and the instep of the right foot are aligned. Bringing the torso back to the front, we'll inhale, arms up, lift and lengthen, reach towards the sky. Exhale, arms down, actually palms are facing upward to shoulder height, and then we're going to bend that left knee and turn to look out over the left hand. And I've just walked my left foot just towards the left slightly. So sometimes that happens. You come in and you realize, oh, a little bit wider stance would be good. This is a beautiful asana, beautiful affirmation. I joyfully manifest the power of God. So as you breathe, feel yourself sending out this flood of divine energy that you've been welcoming in. I joyfully manifest the power of God. Feel yourself as a divine channel, sending healing energy, blessings to all. True spiritual warrior brings blessings and healing, God's presence in the world. I joyfully manifest the power of God. We'll inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, arms down. Let's turn the left foot in. Pause in a wide stance. Relax the arms. Take some deep, full breaths, belly relaxed. Guiding awareness as it awakens up to the point between the eyebrows. Mentally affirming, I joyfully manifest the power of God. Very nice. Let's go to the other side. So turning the right foot out now. Line it up with the instep of the left. Bend the knee. Make sure it's going in the direction of the toe. Sometimes I'll keep the knee bent as I bring the torso back to the front. Then straighten the leg. Inhale, arms up. Palms together. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, bring arms down so palms are facing upward. Inhale, exhale, bend that right knee now and turn your head to look out over the right hand. Feel both legs dynamically engaged, strongly supporting you. Keep the breath flowing as you mentally affirm, I joyfully manifest the power of God. Tune into that. What does that feel like? To be manifesting, sharing, offering God's power, God's light. In yoga, we talk about understanding God as the doer. All that we do with divine energy. I joyfully manifest the power of God. Deep, full breaths in and out. Very nice. We'll inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, arms down. Turn the foot in. Pause here for a moment in the wide stance. Eyes can be open or closed. If you feel a little unstable, keep the eyes open to help with balance. I joyfully manifest the power of God. Now we'll go into a forward bend, the wide stance. I'll turn to the side just to show you, but easier to show that what we're doing here. So we're lengthening through the top of the head. Inhale, hands on the thighs. Exhale, forward. Looking down towards the floor, I use the hands on my thighs to support my spine. I'm reaching back with my tailbone as I reach forward with the crown of my head. Nice lengthening of the back. It's also a nice opening for the backs of the legs. Deep, full breaths in and out. This is Prasarita Padottanasana, the wide stance forward bend. Now we'll come into the relaxation phase. Inhale, exhale, come forward. If it's okay for your body to round the spine, you'll round, slide the hands down. They could stay at the feet or come in front on the floor, or you could hold your arms, release the head and neck. Feel a sense of deep surrender, letting go, releasing any sense of burden or difficulty into God's hands. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. Very nice. We'll bend the knees and use the strength of the legs to bring ourselves up. Coming into standing, let's come into Tadasana. Find that standing mountain, neutral pose, and just see if you can notice the energy within you awakening and flowing. This beautiful balance of relaxation and dynamic flow of prana. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. I joyfully manifest the power of God. Very nice. Let's come down onto our knees. We'll come into Ustrasana again. You can practice the way we did as we were warming up, with the buttocks on the heels and the hands behind you. Or the more traditional practice, we'll place the hands on the pelvic rim. We'll be stretching the front of the thighs. Inhale, bring the elbows towards each other. Glide the hips forward as you offer yourself back, just to the point where you feel comfortable in your body sustaining the backward bend. Keeping your hands on the pelvic rim the whole time, or if it's comfortable and it works for your body, you can bring them down towards the feet. Eyes can be open or closed. Visualize the body flooded with divine light, your heart calling out to that light, welcoming it into every cell of your body. With calm faith I open to thy light. With calm faith I open to thy light. Come out of the pose, we inhale, bring ourselves to neutral, buttocks comes down to the heels, turn the palms upward, resting in Vajrasana. You can take the large toe on the right foot and cross it over the left. Relax the body fully and completely. Vajrasana, the firm pose, draws the consciousness deep within, awakening the quality of inner stability and strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. Vajrasana, the firm pose. Very nice. From here, we'll come onto our backs for a spinal twist. So the feet are bent, knees are bent rather, feet are on the floor, arms are out to the side. Let's actually draw the knees in towards the body just to release any tension that might be in the back. Rock side to side gently. And then release the knees, arms to the side. Inhale, let's exhale the knees to the right, looking up towards the ceiling. Check in with your body and notice how this feels for you. Speaking of the edge that we practice bringing awareness to, notice if you're at your edge here. We'll inhale, knees back to center, lift the hips and buttocks, and exhale, knees to the left now. I'm adjusting my upper body to try to keep the shoulder blades close to the floor. So again, noticing. See if you can lift your head and look comfortably and look over the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, and bring the knees back to center. So we'll go into the twist again. If you felt like you were not at your edge, like you could go into a bit of a deeper stretch, let's cross the left leg over the right. Inhale, exhale, bring those knees towards the left. And I just keep gently adjusting my upper back and then lifting the head to look over the left shoulder. Breathing deeply. Honor your body, what feels right for you. Beautiful affirmation. I open to the flow of God's life within me. So as you breathe, feel yourself welcoming the flow of divine energy moving through you, awakening within you. I open to the flow of God's life within me. Jatara Parivartanasana, the supine twist. We'll inhale, bring the knees back to center. If they're crossed, uncross them. Here, lift the hips and buttocks again to bring the spine to neutral. If you're crossing the knees, the right crosses over the left. Inhale and exhale. Take your time. Adjust the upper back as you need. Relaxing fully and completely. Welcoming the divine flow. Moving through you, God's presence, awakening within you. I open to the flow of God's life within me. I open to the flow of God's life within me. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, uncross the knees. Draw them towards the body. Rock up and back a little bit if you like, side to side. Okay, one more asana here. This is the Matsyasana, the fish pose. And with the fish pose, I like to have a little blanket. Let's see, I think like this, so that when I come into the pose, I don't have such an tilting back of my head. So you don't have to have a blanket there, but it's helpful if you tend to come high up in the fish pose. Hands are underneath the buttocks, or just below. We'll inhale, lift a heart, and bring the head back. So I'm just barely touching, no weight on the blanket. Lifting the heart to the sky. Toes are pointed. The affirmation is, my soul floats on waves of cosmic light. With each breath, you feel yourself floating in a sea of divine energy. My soul floats on waves of cosmic light. My soul floats on waves of cosmic light. To come out, we bring the chin to chest. The head can rest on the blanket if you have a blanket. The arms at the side, turning palms upward. Pausing in Shavasana. Even a moment in Shavasana can be very, very powerful for the body. Bones, muscle, movement. I surrender now. Anxiety, elation, and depression, churning thoughts, all these I give into the hands of peace. Deep, full breath in and out. Slide the feet up, roll to the right side. Use the left hand to bring yourself into a comfortable seat. Hands to the heart. Closing as we began, honoring the divine light within you, within all beings, with Namaste. Namaste. Okay, dear souls. So good to be with you today. Sending out energy and blessings to all. Om. 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 Peace. Amen. Many blessings to you.